Good morning, Vietnam! You're probably wondering what I'm saying right now, but this was Michael Scott's opening line at a highly prestigious business event with thousands watching.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Everyone who knows me knows how much I love the American sitcom, The Office. But the first time I actually tried watching it, I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like its lead, Michael Scott, who plays the role of a branch manager of a failing paper company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. But the second time I actually tried watching it, I came to see Michael Scott in a different light. I developed respect and admiration for him. You see, it's very easy to mistake Michael Scott for a fool. An incompetent, messy, chaotic boss. Yet despite all that, his branch consistently outperforms the others. His people love him and respect him, and every now and then something genius might just happen. So you might be wondering, what's the secret behind all that? Well, I believe it could be summarized with one Michael Scott quote. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it somewhere along the way. While it was intended as a joke, I think it perfectly captures the essence of Michael's character and summarizes his philosophy. A philosophy that I have come to embrace as well. That maybe sometimes success doesn't require perfect starts. All you have to do is just begin. The first story I want to share with you starts when I was 8 years old. My school had just joined a global initiative that encourages students to solve real-world problems in their communities. Naturally, most of my classmates opted to tackle more school-wide issues such as bullying or school cafeteria food. But I remember around that time in 2017, everyone was talking about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs. And these are 17 big goals set by the UN to make the world a better place by 2030. I remember watching celebrities and influencers leveraging their platforms to advocate for these goals. And I felt compelled to take part of this global collective effort. So I started an initiative named National Day-Jordan that aims to contribute to achieving these goals through goal number 17, partnerships with the private sector. So I would seek partnerships with companies, institutions, organizations, or even regular individuals. Each partner and I would then dedicate a day in the year to do a sustainable community service, each year on that same date. Easy, right? Or at least I thought in the foolish ambition of an 8-year-old. The first few months were gruesome. I didn't know where to start. I remember racing back home every single day to spend my evening sending out cold emails to companies, hoping that anyone would respond. But unfortunately, no one did. Our first few partners were my parents and a couple of other family friends who I'm pretty sure felt bad enough for me that they signed up. And just as I started thinking about quitting, our first real breakthrough came in the most unexpected of ways. Waiting for my mom to pick me up after football practice, I was wandering around the King Hussein Business Park when I entered Zain Innovation Campus. And as luck would have it, some fellows from Germany were hosting an event that day. Wandering in my miniature 8-year-old body, still in football jersey and cleats, I'm sure that I caught their attention. So much so that they approached me to make sure that I wasn't someone's lost kid. And after clarifying to them and sharing more about myself and about my initiative, I still remember a German tall lady crouching up and asking me, "Would you like to share your story with the audience?" And I immediately said yes. So then she added, "Get ready to go up on stage in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I started panicking. I called my mom, I asked her to get me some clothes. I have some last-minute talk thing, no questions asked, please. And fortunately, she did get me the clothes, but I was still in my cleats, as you can see. But just as I started getting ready to go up on stage, I got second thoughts. I got nervous and anxious, and I started wondering, why did I even say yes in the first place? But I remembered Michael Scott in that moment. I remembered his Good Morning Vietnam speech. So I went up on stage with no script prepared, nothing, and I just started the sentence without knowing where it would take me next. That messy, chaotic, far from perfect 5-minute speech led to signing more than 100 partners from Jordan's largest companies like Zain, Bank al-Ittihad, Istishari Hospital, Nukhul Group, and many, many others. It took me to places and stages I would have never expected, like spending the afternoon with His Highness Crown Prince Hussein volunteering at a local forest park, or sharing the stage with the late Pope Francis in the Paul VI audience hall in the Vatican, addressing a crowd of thousands of young changemakers from all across the world. But it wasn't just that. Building my first real startup, Ananas, right now, an AI-powered platform that connects students with internship platforms across the MENA, our biggest milestones came from the most unexpected of moments. From racing after investors in the cold, pouring rain, to saying yes to last-minute invitations to pitch days. The second thing I would like to share with you today about myself is my love for jazz music. I like jazz music, and I hope that some people here like it too. One of my favorite artists is the American pianist Keith Jarrett. He's most known for his album, Concert in Cologne. But what most people don't know about that particular album was that it was never meant to make it. Let me explain. Let's take a step back. In 1975, Keith Jarrett was invited to give out a performance in Cologne, Germany. But upon going up on stage and inspecting the state of the piano, he flat out said no. The piano was in a disaster. Some keys were broken, some were out of tune. But a friend convinced him to stay. So he went ahead, he improvised, he skipped the broken keys, he added in some notes of his own, and that performance on that fateful night in Cologne, Germany, became the #1 best-selling solo jazz album of all time. So perhaps Michael Scott wasn't really a fool after all, was he? Maybe he just trusted in something that we have all forgotten how to trust in. That it's okay not to know where to start. It's okay not to know, and it's okay to just start. So wherever you are at your life right now, just start the sentence, even if you don't know where it's going to take you next. Because movement often beats mastery, and courage beats perfection. Thank you.